Sorry for the delay today. So, welcome to the Daily Market Outlook. We are about to check the chart and see what the market is offering us today. To start off, let's talk about gold or XAU USD. So, on gold, like I said on the previous stream, it was hard for us to determine the direction of gold. But now I believe I've got an understanding for gold. So, what I believe has happened is happening right now is that we do have liquidity at this high, yes, and we've taken some lows, and it's time for us to reach there. But I believe the entry that we are going to use to reach this highs is what is invalid. So price has what induced people who have been buying at this point, and and I believe we are going to see these people who have been buying get trapped, then we see a continuation to these highs. That's what I believe. So I'm for sure looking for more shots, but not to these lows, but this low instead. So that's what I believe. Price could take these lows out, possibly this, and we can see them move again. But just to be on the safe side, I would target these lows if I get a trade on gold. So let's go down to the 1 hour and 4 hour. The 1 hour is too spaced out. So on the 4 hour, what we can see is that price is selling massively, and you can even see that on the daily with this huge bearish candles. And let's see what I would like to see for gold is, let's say, a trap of buyers, a trap of sellers inducing buyers, then the continuation to the lows. But price can get very tricky on gold, and the best thing I'll say is be patient and be very confident with the move before you enter. So this is my analysis for gold and Euro USD, starting off with a weekly time frame. So Euro USD on the weekly time frame, we've seen this move take out these lows, mitigating the zone. We've seen this long move trapping out some sellers, I believe, as induced buyers, and I'll be expecting a continuation to those lows where we mitigated. And on the daily time frame, we can see that price has taken out these lows, and going to the 4 hour, we would like to catch some trades. Right now it's difficult to get a big move on gold, so we'll just trade the small moves to price action offers us the big move. So right now what I can see on Euro USD is that we have mitigated this low right after this huge sell-off. So we mitigated the zone also to the left, and we've seen the sell-off which has trapped some buyers, then mitigated the zone as well. So when I open price action on the 15 minutes, what I see is that we mitigated the zone, went up high, took out some sellers, mitigated this, came down low to these lows, and did what? Built liquidity at this point and trapped these and trapped more sellers. So I would see this as my target instead of these highs, and also I believe it's in line with my direction. But for Euro USD, what I believe would happen after my direction will be taken is this: we see a break of structure at this point, and we could possibly see another continuation to this size before the lows come to the downside. I might be wrong and price will just continue using up higher, but that's what I see for Euro USD. So for my entry, I'll be looking for price to um, induce induce some buyers at this point, and I get my continuations to the lows. But if price continues to the highs, taking out this high, specifically the one I've drawn, what would happen is that I'll have a change of direction and I'll be targeting this high. But I would like to see a sell off, trapping some buyers, inducing sellers. Then from here, can look for my continuation trade to the highs. So that's the game plan for Euro USD. And for GBP USD, starting off with the weekly time frame, we can see that we have taken out these highs, mitigated this liquidity, and seen the sell, of course, in a break of structure, mitigate the lower time frame. So seeing a move to the upside, inducing buyers once again, and we would like to see this lows go. My target, aka. So as we've been saying, we've got the inducement, sorry, we've got a mitigation, building liquidity, we've got the inducement. So right now, what we are looking for is an entry to take the trade to the lows. And like I've been saying, I would like to see price go deep into price action before I take my shots. And as you can see right now, price has mitigated the 50% range of this, which is sufficient for us not to get stopped out when price takes out its lows. It can be going short, but I believe when it comes up again, we would be in a good position before it goes down again. So with this, I'll be looking for a continuation, but the entry has to line up with the setup, else we can't take the trade. So on the 4 hour, you can see that mitigated the zone. We've seen the sell-off mitigating the zone over here. It's very little, so I'm going to open price up to the 15 minutes. What we can see is that after mitigating the side, we've seen the sell-off, which has built liquidity at these highs, and we can see it move to the highs. Unlike this liquidity at this high, but I'm not looking for it to go there because of my higher time frame direction. But if I'm going to put my money somewhere, it will be on longs to this high than shorts to the low. But it is against my bias, so I'll just be patient with the pair. Maybe it pulls out a trick. Then when we get a correct move, I'll take it to the lows which I've been targeting. Uh, these lows, somehow crazy trade, very very huge risk to reward. But yes, that's the plan for gold, for sorry, for GBP USD. And on AED USD, let's start with the weekly time frame. AED USD on the weekly time frame, we have these highs that we want to see go, but we are seeing this sell-off, which is selling with um, huge. You understand? So As you can see, we mitigated a zone at this point. We've seen the inducement, trapping sellers, inducing buyers. In price induced to the highs, and we are seeing it continue to the lows. And let's see what is going to happen on AUD USD. But at the moment, with the current price action at this point, the current price action at this point, we can see that we have induced a little bit high, trapping out some sellers, possibly inducing buyers for the continuation shots. We can see we had this move to the highs. We've seen the sell off again. What do we see over here? We've seen it take out some highs, inducing buyers. Then we've seen this continuation move, and what we can expect is an inducement for more continuation to the shorts. I was in a trade, or let me say I am in a trade on AUD for these lows, but we could still see further direction. As I said, today I was late for the daily market outlook, but I took one trade around this point, and yeah, I think I'll be floating in profits somewhere around here. I can't tell. So with this, what we can see is after we started out these lows, we induce higher, inducing buyers. Once again, we had an inducement at this point after taking out these lows. So yeah, this is why I took my trade around this point. Wow, see this move. My highs were here, sorry, and I'm targeting this lows. See this move, that's crazy. Price could still go higher and take me out, but yeah, I believe yeah, we are going short on AUD USD. I'm not looking for these lows because it's somehow high risk, but I think I can manage it for it to reach that lows. And going off to USD card on the weekly time frame, we can see that we have stabbed out these highs, which I was looking for quite some time now. So I can go ahead and delete these lines. So after we stabbed out those highs, we have seen this big sell-off with this candle. It's a daily time frame, so it looks almost small, but it's a big sell-off. We still have these highs to the left that we've not taken out, and followed by this big sell-off. We have liquidity at this point. That price could come for, but we have to be careful because of this highs. We can see that price has been selling aggressively. It could induce sellers and we might see a continuation from here to these highs. But I personally would like to see these lows go before we get that continuation. Or we might not even get a continuation at all, and we might see price come for these lows, which I've been targeting for some time now. So we just have to be patient at this point and monitor price action. we could see this happen. So that's it for USD card. And USD JPY too. Yesterday's trade, which I spoke about, happened to the T, but I was not able to enter this trade because of the video I was doing. But as you can see, we've mitigated this. We've seen the sell-off, which has induced sellers, and we are seeing the continuations to these highs. So on the 4-hour time frame, like as you can see, we have mitigated this zone at this point, and ever since we mitigated and induced sellers, price has been moving to the highs. And yesterday, I think we should have been in a trade over here, targeting this size to D zone. And yeah, we missed it. But I think there's a move that's playing out at the moment after we mitigated this. You can see we've engineered highs and people are buying. But I think it is too aggressive and we might see a sell-off maybe right after this high gets taken, trapping anybody who is buying. As you can see, we have lows which are intact, and maybe it will give us that long move to these highs, or it could just sell off massively. I don't know where price is going to sell off to, but I'm expecting a sell off on USD JPY. So that's it for the daily market outlook. Thank you.